backwards compatibility, yeah baby, Xbox One is doing it. The people at Microsoft are freaking geniuses because people said it couldn't be done, alright? People said it shouldn't be done. But Microsoft is like, oh yeah? Well, we're going to make it possible because we love our fans and we're going to make it so your Xbox One is backwards compatible with Xbox 360 games, okay? Now, some people give Microsoft a lot of hate. They say they're just in it for the money, and guys, they're a company, okay? They got to make money to survive, okay? It's all about the money, but Microsoft, you know, I don't think it's all about the money because the people that make Xbox, the people that create the games, I think they like playing games, all right? I'm sure they don't turn away money if they got money. You know, if somebody gave you $1,000, you're not going to turn it away and say, oh, well, I don't really need this. I don't really want this. Okay, money is a good thing. Money allows you to do certain things and make better games and grow as a company, and that in turn lets you build better, you know, hire more developers, and it's just a good thing all around, okay? But it's like Microsoft charges you $400, $350 for an Xbox One, right? And that's usually, you know, you pay it and that's what you get. You get an Xbox One. But they're constantly updating it, you know. Now they're giving us backwards compatibility, and that's awesome. You know, a lot of developers, they're just like, well, you paid for this system. These are the features that came with the system. You're not getting any new features. But Microsoft, you know, added this feature. Well, they're adding the feature. It's still in the works, but you know what I mean? It's like they didn't have to do this, but they're doing it because, you know, it's the fans are going to love it. Plus, I'm sure they're going to sell more systems because it is a feature that I think a lot of fans are going to enjoy and are going to use a lot, because I could just use my 360 to play Xbox 360 games. But if you have it all in one place, all on the same system, it's just a more seamless experience. It's more fun, and I applaud Microsoft for doing this. And, you know, Sony said they're not going to do it with they're not going to do it with the PS4 because it's a complicated process. And PS3 games run on a different hardware and all this stuff, and it'd be very complicated, and it just probably wouldn't work that well. But Microsoft pulled it off, and they're going to have a lot of games for it, and it's going to be, I think, it's going to be amazing. But what do you guys think? Do you think Microsoft, you know, should be spending money on creating new games and new IPs and all this stuff and stop worrying about backwards compatibility? Or do you think they actually did a good thing by making the Xbox One backwards compatible? Because I think they have. I think they're doing a lot of right by their fans, because when Xbox One first came out, you know, there were some issues with policies and how you always had to be online to play the games, and you could play the game without the CD, but would have to check on, you know, you'd have to do a system check every hour to make sure you weren't, you know, the game was actually yours and all this stuff. So they kind of lost some trust in some fans, and I think that might have turned a lot of people off. But I think in the past year, they've really turned things around, and I think things are looking up for Microsoft. I think things are looking up for Xbox, and I hope it catches up with the PlayStation 4, because, you know, it's not fun when you have just one system dominating the marketplace. You know, it's not good for anybody except that one system. Competition is a good thing, so I think if the Xbox One catches up with the PS4, it's going to be good for gamers, and there's constantly these competitions going on. There's price drops here and there, bundles. So at the end of the day, when companies fight, it's good for the, you know, it's good for the customer. And I think we're getting a lot of good games, a lot of good prices, and I'm really stoked to see what happens with this backwards compatibility feature that Microsoft announced, and I'm excited. But what do you guys think? Post a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I will let you know what I think. So until then, thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date. And until next time, keep calm and game on. Toodles!